Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Christo and I'm representing Infinite Drive today. We're in our purpose-built Nissan 350Z that was put together by the gents at Ace Customs Racing. That would be Wayne Exner and Grant van Schalkwyk, who incidentally used to run the Nissan touring car team back in the day. And I asked him to please put together a vehicle for me that I could use for customer experiences. I picked up a Nissan 350Z. It's a manual, which is just phenomenal. And we use the vehicle for track and drift experiences. Today, we're at Red Star Raceway. It's slightly frosty, a little bit overcast. However, once we get going, things will warm up rather dramatically. We've already done a few laps just to warm up the engine, the tires and the brakes. The Nissan is a 3.5 litre V6. Back in 2004, I believe it put out 206 kilowatts, 365 Newton meters torque. The car is 16 years old now. It's been completely reworked. I don't know how many horses it's lost, but it certainly doesn't feel slow. However, our emphasis with regards to building up the car was never going to be on power. It's powerful enough to have a good time and to get yourself into trouble. Our focus area was definitely going to always be centered on the suspension. It needs to give the car a beautiful connected feel to the road. And I wanted it to be adjustable because when we're on track, I want a very neutral handling characteristic. What I mean by neutral is I don't want the car to be unpredictable in any way. I don't want it to cause the front tires to skid too easily. I don't want the back tires to skid too easily. It must be able to move between an understeer and an oversteer very fluidly. And that is what then creates a predictability. What I absolutely adore about the car is being a normally aspirated engine, it revs up so easily. And those revs just keep climbing. The power is completely linear. The power just keeps building as you close into the red line. Brakes have been completely worked. I've got very high-end fluids inside the vehicle. And we've got braided hoses and that so that all those forces are effectively transferred through to the pads. We've got track-specific pads on here so that they can handle the heat that comes from lap after lap after lap. And at no stage are we going to experience brake fade or brake failure, as can happen with a standard motor vehicle when driven to the limits on a circuit. The reason that we opted for an older vehicle is they're quite raw in nature. They're not refined like you'd find the newer ones. And as a result of that, the sensations that come through are joyous, for lack of a better word. And the noises this thing makes. You could experience the noises for yourself. Book onto a program. We've got both half-day and full-day packages, as well as our drift course. If you've got a performance vehicle of your own, you're more than welcome to use that as well. The recommendation is start with ours, get your learning process out the way, because then if you were to decide to use your own vehicle on an experience, you'd get so much more out of it. And what we tend to focus on, it's relatively simple. Our focus areas are in vision, braking, and smoothness. If you get those three things right, magic happens. Red Star's made up of some very, very long corners that tend to back up one onto the next. It requires a lot of planning and patience. So you're always going to literally use one corner to prepare yourself for the next. Go for a little bit of a slide, shall we? I think one slide should be okay. day there are fewer things that are better than playing in somebody else's car on a racetrack.